Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to the Stream of Consciousness. I am Dichotomous Prime, aka Vince, and I am a West Indian by Canadian tabletop game creator. I do sensitivity reading, cultural consultation, and mechanics and narrative design. As you are chilling to the awesome lo-fi remix beats of various Jujutsu Kaisen openings, I hope that you are getting your week starting off well. Let's see, looking at these levels, maybe I should turn this down slightly, as blasphemous as that may be. I note that Burst of Hope in chat has already recognized the tune, of course. I hope that everybody's doing all right starting off this week. I know, as usual, just trying to survive the general hellscape in which we find ourselves. And I hope that everybody's staying hydrated, getting well rested, and everything is just generally going all right for you. Speaking of hydration, get the stream started off right. So, you might have noticed I'm in kind of cozier wear today. Might be a little bit lower energy of a stream. Yeah, I don't really know how else to kind of describe it. It's just last few days, it's just been like, a lot of fatigue, a lot of tired, generally just trying to take good care of myself, all that sort of thing. But, you know, the combination of, I don't really know anything. It's just kind of the change in the seasons, could be a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, so we are here. We are doing more Dishonored today, as per usual. And we are playing the level The Crack in the Slab, which is occurring at the Stilton Manor, as we try to find out what happened several years ago and return Stilton to his former self, and hopefully impede Delilah Copperspoon's plans in the process. Let's see, so we should do the CWTWs up top here. Bada bing, bada boom. Should be up in chat in a moment. There we go. For those of you who are new to the stream, all of the various different things that are noted there are featured in the game. As well, this particular mission does have a couple of instances of reference casual sanism, particularly with a very sort of eldritch cosmic horror related sort of thing. Namely, Andrew Stilton, Andrew? I think his first name's Andrew. We'll find out if I'm wrong in game. Witnessed basically a ritual of some cosmic void-like nature, and, you know, it distorted his mind in a way that he is currently still trapped there. So, trapped in the past, I mean. And it's kind of... There's a lot of the same kind of themes of insanity and things like that related to it. So, yeah, just so you're aware, that is a thing that is featured. If you're uncomfortable with that, entirely okay. Your health takes precedent over viewership in the stream. Also, hello there, Pseudobite. Welcome on in, and thank you very much for the resub, the 4-month resub. I very much appreciate you. Some people would rather spend Easter Monday talking about candy, but I won't say anything, not a peep, of course. Welcome in. The puns and the presence is always appreciated, as well as the resub. The support is always very generous and appreciated. Can I say appreciated enough more times in a sentence? Eventually today I'll get the hang of this whole speaking thing, I promise. But yeah, I hope that you're having a lovely Monday. How's everything going? How are the things and the stuff? Let's see here. What's on my mind before we get started today? Let's see, we've done the CWTWs. We've done the kind of layout of what we're doing today. Yeah, I talked a little bit in the social media posts, but basically, this mission is one of my favorite instances of the use of time travel, in a game. There are a bunch of different times that it's been attempted to be used in video games, and I always find that it's kind of limited in scope, which, you know, is kind of understandable. It's a very kind of writing Superman sort of scenario whenever you use time travel in a video game, which is that you can do so much with it that, like, unless you confine it to a very specific bubble, it's like, okay, then how come the protagonist can't just do that thing and stop everything in the game from happening? And you have to kind of bend your will around very kind of specific sorts of instances to make that happen. But all the same, I've always found that time travel in video games is like, the game will have time travel be a big advertising selling point, and it's like, oh look, you can make a thing, you know, decompose or restore a thing, but it'll be like really little specific instances. And it's kind of like, oh, okay, so time travel wasn't actually a huge part of this game. It was actually just like a little feature that you can do here, here, and here, but nowhere else. So yeah, it's a little bit of a stickler bit for me, but this is one of my favorite instances of it. It is, again, limited to this level, as other than stopping time, using the power of the same name, or bend time, you don't see it in any other area of the game. But because it's kind of an open level, they're doing some really interesting things the Arcane team did on this one. I like it a lot, and hopefully you will be able to see why when we start getting into it. Let's see here. Is this actually playing? It is playing. Excellent. Off to a good start. I'm a bit quiet. Okay, let's turn up the gain then. I know I was getting some clickety-clacks with my controller. How's that? A little bit too loud? Too loud, too quiet? Make sure to let me know. Yeah, we'll pop it around there, because I have mic audio maxed out in Streamlabs OBS right now. So that's about as high as I can go. I've been messing with some levels to try, and I was just noticing little things like the analog stick clicks and things like that when I was making highlights. And, you know, I know some folks experience misophonia, and that's no fun. So I was trying to kind of mitigate that, but we're puzzling it out as we go. I appreciate the heads up, though. That clean cut. Yep. Ontario was going into lockdown, so I was like, you know what? I'm tired of dealing with this mug. I'm gonna get rid of this rat's nest for a while, and, you know, ventilate myself for the summer. So hence the buzz cut. And also, welcome on in. You're coming in at a decent volume for me. Excellent, excellent. Good to hear. Let's see. So probably one last thing before I get into it. I watched Godzilla vs. Kong with the housemates the other day. I dug it. I don't really get what, like, there was that one news story that was going around that I imagine was written by someone who had a monocle in while they were saying it. They're like, well, as long as you don't want a movie where anything but two monsters punching each other happens, and it's like, yes, the movie is called Godzilla vs. Kong. I am not entirely sure what the impression was. It's like, but the human characters don't act in any sort of intelligent way, and it's just like, sir, I'm gonna need you to not, because otherwise I'm gonna have to give you a swirly. Like, the humans are there to be the equivalent of Lassie in this. And you know how Lassie is just, and everyone's like, well, what is it, Lassie? Is it the plot? Is it the plot, girl? Where's the plot? And then just you go off, and Lassie are the humans, and the humans lead you to the plot, and the plot is monsters punching each other. Like, I'm not entirely sure what the impression was that people were getting that this was supposed to be. But yeah, that's why I watched it, precisely. Ended up buying a buzzer thing for my hair a couple months ago, over a year holding off, got tired of hair in my face. Yeah, it gets, if you're like me and someone who has a fairly low amount of energy, it just feels like more to just manage all of this crap. We can talk OBS VST audio filters sometime for the click-clacks. Absolutely, I would love to hear more. Let's see here. I would like this movie, that's why I watched it. The other thing, and this is something that, like, every once in a while a concept of my own like hyperfixation and nerdery comes along that is like, I want to talk about this, but to make content about it, I would need to have an entirely new set of skills. And in particular, this would be kind of a lot of video editing, which is because I watched Godzilla vs. Kong, and then the housemates were rewatching Pacific Rim the other day, and I was thinking about how the city that Godzilla and Kong are fighting in feels like a fighting game arena. Like, it just, for some reason, it didn't feel substantial, and they didn't feel big. It felt like a miniaturized version of something, and having two large video game characters in it. Like, do you remember that launch title, War of the Monsters, way back? And this, I'm going to be dating myself hugely in this, but I think it was a launch title for the GameCube. And it was just basically, you had a bunch of monsters, and it was a fighting game, and you had kind of like a large open arena. And it was kind of one of the first games in my memory that did that, and did it really, really well, which is a shame because it never really caught on because it was kind of a launch title. But Godzilla vs. Kong kind of felt a little bit like that. And then when we rewatched Pacific Rim, it was like a lot. You felt the size, and everything felt like it had weight and impact. And by impact, I don't mean necessarily narratively, though that is an ancillary effect of that. I meant like physically, like literally everything. The kaiju and the Jaegers in that movie feel huge. Like, they feel the 10,000 tons or whatever that they actually weigh. They feel that in every way that they stomp, and in every way that they kind of move, and all of their weight shifts, like the muscles in the kaiju or like the hydraulics in the various different Jaegers feels like it has heft to it. And this was something that they failed to reproduce in Pacific Rim Uprising, which is one of the reasons, though certainly not the only reason, that I feel like that movie is a steaming pile. But also, you know, it was something that I didn't quite feel in Godzilla vs. Kong. Which is not to say that I didn't enjoy it. It was a fun fight. They did some kind of creative stuff in it, but so far, just Pacific Rim, like the first Pacific Rim, is one of the few movies that I've seen where it just like either like there's a certain way that when like a kaiju falls into a building or stomps on it, that the building first shifts and then collapses after it fails to bear its weight. Whereas like if you have Godzilla and Kong smash into buildings, they don't really feel like they have any internal structure to them. It mostly just kind of feels like, you know, if you're playing a video game and there's a destructible wall and it's either destroyed or it isn't, and there isn't really like a transition that reflects the structure of what it is that's behind it. Now, this is entirely me nitpicking, but as those of you who have talked extensively with me kind of get at this point, I'm very much someone who's like, when I feel a certain way about a scene, positively or negatively, I want to know why. And there was a sense of impact and a sense of like scale that the cinematography, the style of graphical effects, and a bunch of other things brought forth in Pacific Rim that I didn't feel in Kong or Godzilla vs. Kong. And I thought that was very interesting. And so when I think about things like, I kind of want to talk about this and have like a video about it, and I almost want to like put these clips side by side and talk a little bit about like, okay, you notice how when like Knife Head falls into this building, there's a brief moment where like the superstructure of the building kind of bends and then it breaks. That's different between when like Godzilla or Kong gets thrown into something and the whole thing fails almost as a whole. And it's like a bunch of little details like that added up over the course of the movie, and in combination with certain camera angles versus like some of the score, like Ramin Djawadi's Pacific Rim score is still one of the all-time great earworms. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And a bunch of these things combine to create this emotional experience. So yeah, I was thinking a lot about that and how, like, I would need to learn, like, I need to learn video editing. Why? I need to talk about how the buildings react in these two different kaiju movies. And it's like, okay, but why? Why would you need to? It's like, you don't understand. So that was my little kind of geek out moment recently about that. So, yeah, let me know what you think. If you saw Godzilla vs. Kong or are a fan of Pacific Rim, I'm absolutely interested in your thoughts. And if that would be something that y'all would be further interested in, either here or on YouTube or maybe as Patreon content, who knows? Let's see. When it starts getting long, it's been too long since I had a haircut. Yeah, because I remember your hair is like mine. Your hair grows in volume, so that's pretty wild. If you're into miniatures at all, but if you like the kaiju type stuff, Monster Apocalypse has a pretty solid minis game that does the kaiju genre pretty well. I did get into minis for a little bit. I have painted a few that were for an endgame D&D boss fight. I have like a 3D printed... Actually, here, let me just show you. I have a 3D printed Demigorgon. Oh god, I'm gonna knock everything over and it's gonna all go to shit. Here we go. This guy, oh god, he actually has like cobwebs all over him. Or I suppose they, because there's two of them. This guy, as you can probably see here, he's bleached out as hell. But I got the base 3D printed. He was bright blue like this base when I first got him. And we did him up like that. So I've done that. I don't do them a lot. I like big set piece boss fights. So I like big set piece miniatures. But I also don't DM D&D anymore. So yeah, I've had periodic interest in it, at least. But that's very interesting. I would almost like... It's one of those things where I don't have a lot of room to store things here, so being able to buy and make stuff that's, like, physically ornamental is, like, a luxury that I have to think about, like, I only have so many shelves and a very small amount of space, so I'm always very conflicted about that. But that's very interesting. Okay, so let's see here, like big set pieces, and I cannot lie. It's true. I am entirely extra about how my boss fights are. Like, it is a multi-stage boss fight, a bunch of different shit is gonna happen, guaranteed. Alright, so we're gonna see how loud this game is gonna be on here once I flip over to it. Okay, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let me know if y'all are able to hear it when we start getting into gameplay. And I should probably actually switch over to the game as soon as it starts to capture. There we are. And we'll queue up the BRB. Excellent. Okay. So I think we're good to go. And hopefully when I hit continue, it will know that continue means... the actual one that... no, okay, it's the Grand Palace. Alright, that's not the one that I went to. I guess we're loading up one of the other ones then. Because I know that I did a manual save at the end of Friday's stream before we went and raided Burrito. So I will just patiently wait for this to load, and then... we will exit out. Oh, well, that's a dead man. Let's see. So that's that. Grand Palace, cracking the slab. Is it that long ago? I am absolutely positive that we're going to go to the menu. and we'll load up from there, because Missions Plus is a different mode. Campaign, load, Grand Palace, Grand Palace, Grand Palace. Interesting. Oh, wait, no, it's right over there. Perfect. April 2nd, there we are. Okay, so, we've got the general... oh, hello there, Sage! Welcome on in! Hello, everyone from Sage Voodoo's stream. I am Dichotomous Prime, aka Vince. I'm a West Indian Canadian tabletop game creator. And today we are continuing our playthrough of Dishonored 2 and doing some fun time travel stuff. How's everybody doing? Hello, Sage. Hello, Nightbear 2. Welcome on in, and thank you very much for the raid. It's very much appreciated. And thank you for your accompaniment. Let's see here. So I should probably... This is where I ended last stream. Okay, cool. What are we playing? What were y'all playing last night? What are y'all up to? Please let me know. I think I've already got sleep darts and everything. Okay, so I am in the past right now. I'm in Stilton's workshop. And we left off before I started getting to look at some of the lore bits in this room. Dark Souls 2. Interesting. How are you enjoying that? Because I am one of the folks who feels very mixed about that game. Because there's a lot of different things. I won't get too into it because, as usual, I am very verbose with my thoughts. But there's some good aesthetic and combat related things in that. But yeah, how are you enjoying it so far? And how far are you? Let's see. Jaime, could you please send this note to Lucia Pastor at the Miners Family Committee along with my mask prototype? Make sure to clean it up a bit first. Thank you. Lucia, have you seen my plan for the masks? I fashioned one for myself and wore it in our deepest mine for over 2 days. I'm excited to say it has some very promising qualities, significantly reducing the intake of solids into the lungs. You must try it also, because I want your thoughts on the matter. I would like to begin manufacturing these for all mining crews. With some urgency, A. Stilton. So, Stilton, also pretty skilled dude, because he just engineered these masks. So, obviously being a miner is still, there's no such thing as unskilled labor. If you believe that, you may not necessarily have a good time in this stream. But yeah, it is not my first playthrough, but we just made it to the Lost Bastille. Ooh, interesting. So we're on New Game Plus, or is it just a fresh playthrough? Alright. Okay, so this is the Shinderai Gift. Okay, so I've already read that one. That was the one on the whatchamahoosit, on the windmills in Karnaka. Copper wire, I can sell that later. And I don't have my special eyes or any of my powers, so there is nothing else for me to look at in here, but I guess I'll eat this fig because I can. Alright, so we've got the hallway out there, which is locked. And then, this is if this is your first time watching while we're in this level, here's your first example of the time travel. So, this is the present, where I can go through this door, but it's blocked. So I have to break whatever it is on the other side. You notice there is a hole in the wall here, but this is blocking it. So the solution is that I go to the past, I go under this handy dandy little desk right here, and I go back. Ta-da! I'm on the other side of the blockage. So, a lot of fun little things having to do with that. Okay, so we've got that door, which I can get through, and I'm just gonna, yep. And we are going to unfold the timepiece to make sure that there's no one in this room. Okay, and then and this is locked. Okay. Is it still locked in the present? No, it's just blocked by hive goop. Let's see here. but it's not my favorite Dark Souls game. Yeah, it's got some. There are definitely some aspects to it that are worthy of praise for sure. Oh, and we got dog corpse. All right, so see, this is a really ingenious use of the time travel here. So we have this dead wolfhound, and Jaime, oh, what have I done? Let me explain before you take action. You know about my ongoing Silvergraph project? Well, I came across... actually, here. CW for body horror and insects. In fact, let me... There's such a... You know, as something that, like, streaming has kind of emphasized to me is that even if you have all of the content warnings you think you're going to need, there's always these weird configurations of in-between things that you're not entirely sure are actually going to get covered by something. So CWTW for body horror specifically involving insects. And if that's something that super duper squicks you out, give it 30 seconds to a minute, and then come on back. All right, we'll just give it... All right, everybody good? We continue. All right. Let me look at this lore. There we go. I'm not a gamer because I use the NPC summons. Silly people who... Oh, no, you used a mechanic that was built into the game in order to help you with the game. What kind of silly... Yeah, that's... nonsense. It's absolute shenanigans. How dare you use the tools at your disposal? Shenanigans. Let me explain before you take action. You know about my ongoing Silvergraph project? Well, I came across this dead hound and I thought, how perfect for my art. Reasonable, like you do. So I brought it home, like you do. But then I noticed some suspicious swelling across the ribcage. As you can imagine, I panicked. What if it's bloodfly larva? Spoilers, it was bloodfly larva. What does one do in such situations? I have no idea, so I've set the carcass here for you. If it is bloodflies, then it would be well for you to dispose of it quickly. Burn it, I suppose. Forgive me for dumping this in your hands, but you are so capable. Sincerely, Bruno Pettywick. So... through our time travel, we can tell that back in the present, it was indeed bloodflies, and we had a big ol' nest right there of them. But now in the past, we have a chance to undo this. How do we undo it? Well, we have a handy dandy furnace here that we are going to, I guess, wait for it to conclude. Come here, big guy. There you go. And this is locked. And yeet. There you go. And away goes the hound. I wonder what this room is for. Like, just a general, like, burn stuff room? Because, I mean... Like, is this the equivalent of, like, the trash disposal? And then, when we go back to the present... Well, would you look at that? There's no more bloodfly nest. But what ho? We have this safe here, but I have no idea what the combination for it is. Well... Good golly, what could possibly be the solution to this? Well, if we go back to the present, someone already got here and figured it out for us, having opened and broken into the safe. And we can see the combination here, 238. So we hop back into the past, and we just dial that bad boy in. Ta-da! Silver ingot, Kono star tables, and we just close that. And then we can keyhole peek through here. And present day, go through here. We open that, and let's see. Oh, wait, that was probably a bad idea. There we go. I meant to preview the present. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of different examples in the level of things like that. And if it was only one or two or only a few, I might... oh god, okay, we got nest keepers. Welp, time to burn it all, just like the leprechaun told me to. Let's see here. And also, I don't have my powers in this level, so I can't really look around anywhere, so... oh, right, Wolfhound. Sorry, big guy. Alright. Could you not? Could you just, like, stay still? There we go. Fidgety little bastard. And going long. There we go. Is there another wolfhound in here? Oh, hello. Is this the basement? That, those are gonna try and eat me. Yeah, they're gonna try and eat me. Alright, cool. How about we use the gun? Guys, no. Yeah, not so tough without your friends, are you? You little shit. Let's see. Where is... Oh, okay. And there's another one of these puzzles. Unfortunately, in the past, there are a bunch of guards in this room. And in the basement in general. So... This is also one of the few places in this playthrough that I might actually attempt to be stealthy. Just because, like... It's less fun when I don't have the ability to do my ridiculous stunt kills. Oh, come on. It's busted? Alright, well, can I pull this through here? Right, no powers. God dang it. Alright. How about... Just... let's see what the past looks like. Can I... No, blocked. Alright, so this is out of sync right here. So how about I go here? Excellent. And now... There we are. Not as if it's actually one that I need, but I'll take it. Let's see. And I don't have any powers. Right. I just kind of keep forgetting. I'm sure eventually I'll remember. Okay, this is the basement. Okay. Nope. Stuck in between things. I'd like to not be stuck in between things. Thank you. Alright. For real? Is this the play? Is this... There we go. Oh, okay. Alright, so this is going to be a tad challenging, I think. I'm going to have to take some people out. Okay, so we got... How many dudes we got? I'm sure there's at least, like... I seem to recall there's at least, like, a half dozen down here. Who are guarding a basement surprisingly fervently. But then, I guess... It is the transition to go back upstairs. Okay. Is there a door here? There is not a door here. Okay, so that's going to be very interesting. Okay. Let's position ourselves, hopefully somewhere that they will not see. Nope, there is not a thing up there for me to leap up to. Okay. That is... Okay. Is that there? Yeah, that's there in the past too. Okay. So, let's see. Are they going to see me?
Careful, don't throw it. Drop it gently. It's silver. It's not going to break. I'm not worried about it breaking.
I still don't have powers.
Sealed off.
Okay. Okay. God, so much of my thinking is like based off of me having powers. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of the point of this whole level. Okay, so we got two people here. If I go into the past,
Are they that bad?
and we're gonna go stun mine here.
This here is the worst I've ever seen.
Alright, you immediately spotted me for some reason. And you should be taken out. Yep, okay, cool. I don't know if there's any patrols coming down here. So... Tell you what we're gonna do. Let's see. I got my handy dandy sleeperizer. If anyone else decides to come down. How about we just... Yeah, we'll do that. Might actually be fun to do a non-lethal playthrough after this. I don't know if that one will be on stream because it's a lot more slower paced, and you know, there's a lot more waiting, at least in my experience, so it's not exactly super exciting to watch. And it's not as if I would have any like additional commentary. It would just be me waiting for guards to continue their rounds. Can I collect this? No, it's only gonna go off. It's just waiting to go off the second time. Okay. So, got that. Is there anything in here in the past? $2. Sick. Alright, so this is one of the puzzles. So, we've got... Oh, well, that's not good at all. And that's in the past. Jeepers, that sucks. Well, only one thing to do about it, I guess. Okay, and we transition into the present. Got a much larger hole and a lot more water. And I can't use the timepiece when I'm in the water, so we're back here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I think that should be okay. If I, come on, firmly grasp it, thank you. Because I can just go into here. Is there anything for me to stand on? There is. Excellent. So. Okay. But there's nothing in here. I need a crank wheel. That's what I need. Let's see. Yeah, that's very clever. I like that. Because this flood just kept getting worse. So, in the future, the whole dang thing is flooded. Come on. Surface, please. Thank you. This is one of those times I really wish I had my special eyes, because I am not observant. Okay. Crank wheel, please. Thank you, crank wheel. But the crank wheel wouldn't be in the present, so I don't know why I'm even here. Oh, I'll take those, though. Ah, here it is. Maxed out on rewire tools, that's fine. Can I... Okay. Interesting. What if I... Okay, so where's the... Do I have to take them both out? I didn't know there was more than one nest there. That's very interesting. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see how that affects things, if at all. Okay, so now there's no nest there. Interesting. Okay. So if I go in here, because I can't fit here in the present, can I hop up here? Can I hop up here, please? Thank you. No? Okay. Come on, please don't have me drown because of geography. I would like that to not happen. But the game seems to be hell-bent on that happening. Okay, how about now? I'll just float? Sure, okay. Okay, so now I'm inside here. So, can I throw the crank wheel through the hole? Is that even a thing? Because I need it. Blocked by this, whatever the fuck this is. Because yeah, we can. Because wherever, it should be wherever I leave it in the past is where it should be in the present, unless someone picked it up and moved it. Fascinating. Oh, wait. Hey! How about now? Yeah, okay, but it stayed there. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. Alright. So we're going to take you, deposit you here, go back out. Please let me stand on the most challenging part of this puzzle is the actual interacting with the environment. That's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do is... okay. We've got a rune. We've got some high-proof liquor. Excellent. And unfortunately, but if I take the crank wheel... Well, I can't take the crank wheel. So that knocks out whatever issues there were with that. Okay. And I guess the liquor could come in handy for some of the bloodfly nests. That's... If I hadn't already lost the liquor. Is... Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. Alright, we go back upstairs. Come on, can I... There we go. Gentlemen? Is it gonna... I mean, you're gross is kind of the answer to that.
Whatever happens seems to be centered at some focal point.
There's 1, 2, 3. Take these. And I don't want to transition up here because there is literally someone right there. Let's see. So that is, so the combination's in there, so that's the backyard. That's the actual area. They don't want to be disturbed. Okay, and there's more bloodfly nests right there. There's a lot right there, actually. Holy crap. Let's see here. Can I aim this to get like a bunch of them? Okay, we got 2. Hey, buddy. Yeah, come on. Come here. Just a little bit closer. That's fine.
Don't waste the blood. You don't know anything.
I mean, I was kind of hoping to use up all of my ammo on actual nests, but, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. Alright, get the timepiece back out. Alright, because we got... That one's blocked. Got some more blood amber over here. We got guards. Okay, so we got 2 of them right there. Okay, so what's blocking this door? It's like a cabinet? And there's nothing to stand on top. Oh, no, that's a lie. I can absolutely hide up here. There we go. Why? Okay, sure. Oh, wow, you are literally right there, huh? Okay. It's probably going to be locked in the other timeline, too, isn't it? God damn it. All right. Alright, return once I figure out something to do with that. Okay, this is very interesting. So what room is this? This is a room that appears to be under construction. 1, 2, 3... How about... lizard on a stick? Yeah, that's good eating right there. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything tall that I can stand on? Okay, so we got 2 workers here. I don't know what's actually in this room. Or if that door is even locked. Well, it's blocked in the past. Okay. So, yeah, this is one of those times where my special eyes would be very useful for figuring out their cone of vision, but I don't have them, so.
That looks like reinforced glass. Is there a break-in? Nothing of the sort. So if I have 2 and
Okay. So you have now left. Excellent. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I have an observation spot, I think. Beautiful. Okay.
I told him to let it warm a little.
They're gonna work me till I drop. There aren't enough coins in the world to make it worth it.
This is gonna be real tricky. The other thing is that I really don't want someone to come back because I don't know if the guards are going to continue on their rounds through here. Okay. If I put you... There you go. Okay. Alright, now time to look around the room. And I didn't use up either of my sleep darts, so that is good. Okay, got pistol bullets, got some fresh produce. Are you coming back anytime soon? Don't appear so. Okay, cool. Well, okay. Well, anyone through there? Nope. That, sir, is a bathroom. I could have just hid the bodies in here. I mean, I guess that's on brand, is just making my life way harder for myself than it needs to be. Okay, so that's in another room. I'm not 100% sure how I should try and get through to that room, because I think it's blocked in both timelines. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, but I could do that. All right. That's a thing. So we will... Oh, no, come on. Geography. Work with me. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it's broken in this timeline. Okay. All right, so we got a couple of options. Okay. It's always remarkable what trying to be remotely competent will get you. Okay. It really isn't, my guy.
I need to pee.
Just the verve with which he delivers that line is amazing. Okay. God, where the hell am I even going? I mean, I'm mostly exploring right now, if I'm 100% honest. So we got the two of them. Okay. If I hop up here, can I transition? I can. Okay, good.
You worked this assignment.
Since the month of Hearst last year, Stilton's all right.
Sheila told me he used to be a miner.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. He's done really well for himself. Look around.
Well, anyone who has the Duke over for a dinner party or whatever this is, I'd say he's doing well. Someday this will be me.
Oh, I'm sure.
How about I can't grab that because I don't have far reach. You gonna go over there?
Always. You don't gotta say it twice.
Okay, but you're over here. And you're facing literally in this direction right now. I had an opportunity, but I completely wasted it. How about, can I see you in the chair? Yeah, I can. Okay. One thing that is definitely a hindrance in this level is that I cannot take items from one point in time to the other. Which, I mean, I suppose makes sense. Come on, turn around. Turn around. This is literally what the stealth playthrough would be like. And you're gonna be right there. So how about? Okay, yeah, you're facing the opposite direction. We're gonna transition right now. Let me angle this so hopefully your corpse doesn't fall down. Well, you're not technically a corpse yet. Cool, you're good. And I got my sleep dart back, so that's always useful. Okay, but you're... I'm gonna have to do something about you. How far down this hallway are you gonna walk? Because I might be able... Yeah. Directly in assassination range, you say? That's no. And you're just gonna have a happy little seat in the lavatory. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Tries to be competent and fails. Part of the plan. Tries to be competent and succeeds. Also part of the plan. Exactly. The plan is entertainment, Phoenix Femme. Also, welcome on in. And we are masterminds in this game is what we are. Which, you know, I haven't gotten detected by anyone in the past yet. Famous last words. But we are very gradually making our way through. Okay. So I might need to... Okay. So how many guards, if any, because I have that dude down the hallway, and I need to do something about him, but I don't know. Well, actually, here, I can just preview the past right now. Let's see. Is there anyone within listening range of you if I decide to chop you in the neck and knock you unconscious? There's you, but I don't think... Is there anyone on the other side looking directly at you? No? Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we can deal with that. How about... Yeah. How about... Interesting. Yeah, because this one's hanging down too low. Yep, that's my bad. Okay. Empty bottle. Nope, over there. You see? God damn it. Nope, 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 nope. Come on. I'm sorry, what? Okay. Alright, well... Gents, for real, you had to do this to yourselves, didn't you? Well, they got over that quick. It might be murder time. This is Nick Frost cocking the shotgun and being like, shame. Okay, well. How about I take that?
Listen to mom and become a hairdresser.
How about we do that?
Everybody's gonna die. Yeah?
The best laid plans of gods and men. Let's see. Yeah, that's me in every stealth game. Is it's just like, okay, we're gonna try and do a lethal run. It's like, who's been spotted? It's like, shame, terrible, terrible shame. Let's see. Could I even like knock out this guy without the other one noticing? This is like where all of the... Yeah, I figured that was where the bloodfly nests were. Because, like, yeah, if I had this clear hallway, because he's facing away, sure, why the fuck not? All your friends are dead. Well, see, there's a couple of instances of that in the game that's really weird, where, like, they can be facing away, but there's, like, a scripted event that's supposed to happen, and if you take them out, like, if you assassinate or knock them unconscious, before the actual, like, scripted event starts, the character that was supposed to be paired with them in the scripted event will automatically notice you. So that was, yeah. There's a couple of times like that I'm just kind of like minor, like nitpick I'm not a huge fan of. But I mean, it's, in the large scheme of things, it is not significant, really. Yeah, okay, so we're off to Stilton's backyard. How many sleep darts do I have? 3. Okay. Let's see here. So Stilton's backyard is where Stilton actually is. And there's a bunch of fucking guards. So that's going to be very interesting. But here we go anyways. Aramis. It's not Andrew. Then again, I was like, I'm gonna guess the name Aramis. Anyways, off to the courtyard. I feel a little bit less bad about like misguessing the name now. All right. Okay. Is there anything to hide you behind? Not really. Alright, well, you go here then, I guess. Let's see.
I closed my locker before coming out. Last time I left it open.
The Grand Guard was protecting Stilton back then.
So there he is. And this is where
The night that things went bad.
you could kill him, but it generally makes the world even worse than it currently is.
Entire shipment of whale oil tanks just gone. Taken right from under their noses. Idiots.
Come on, come on.
I told them I was too scared. Such a rubbish.
If I had a timepiece, I'd know. I'm gonna guess, what, 3? Yeah, about 3.
One day young Luca will go too far. May I live to see that day. Theo, forgive me.
That notebook contains Stilton's combination.
When tonight is over, the Duke will have to trust me. I'll know his secrets too well. Or will that make me too dangerous to keep around?
Now, if I can wait, and of course, this is me detailing the plan that will immediately go wrong.
No.
This is to keep you from seeing whatever drove you into a nightmare tonight.
Okay. So they haven't spotted it yet.
By rendering Stilton unconscious, I changed the past. But how?
Can I... How about y'all go up here?
What's going on here?
Give me a second. I'll take a look real quick.
I'll be damned.
Hello?
Let's have a look.
Anybody?
Right here.
Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
Something moved.
It looked like,
Pretty sure.
I don't know, but I saw something.
What I'm dealing with.
474. Okay. Now, when I go back to the past, things are significantly better. You'll notice that the house is no longer an abandoned wreck, which is preferable. However, there's a bunch of Stilton staff here, and they do not know that I am an ally, so technically this is all a restricted area. So now when I go actually into the house, there are going to be a bunch of staff there. Can I get up to that? Thank you.
It's not so bad. As long as you're Grand Guard. I'd hate to be anybody else right now.
Okay, so that's kind of the major event, other than actually, you know, getting the combination and going and witnessing the ritual that they are about to do. There's no one immediately here who will spot me the second that I transition. Good to know. Oh, and there you go. Okay. And we are in the past, so I will just transition back. Or go inside the house. A lot of uses of the word transition in this particular episode. Okay. Officers are highly trained swordsmen and sharpshooters. Engage with caution, or stab them before they know that you're there. It's especially interesting that, like, a lot of the helmets that they wear don't really look like helmets. Like the ones that the blue uniformed officers, had to figure out what I wanted to say there for a sec, where really don't look like helmets. They just kind of look like the sort of hat that you would wear like in the desert to protect you from the heat. Like they've got the little flap down the neck and everything, but apparently the top part of those are armored as hell and will absolutely take a bullet. So there we go. Okay, so 474 is our combination. Bingo. All right. Coming up, couple of casual ableism references to madness. As a heads up for individuals for whom that is content that you do not want to engage, there it is. Also, random reference to orgies being super exciting, which I guess? I have trouble picturing a very boring orgy, but also that's a thing. It's like a bunch of accountants at an orgy, I guess.
Yes, I can feel it. We risk madness.
All of you, Delilah is your rightful empress. You owe her this.
Delilah's stronger than before. The Duke and I have heard her voice.
I'll just be looting while y'all
Now it's time.
do your exposition.
So take your positions.
So there's that, and then we have the ritual in question, which is down here. Anything I can loot?
And feel her power. Can't you?
By the star. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended. Do it now.
As my fam might hear. I'm sorry, Eldritch Crow. Apologies. I did not picture myself saying that particular combination of words tonight.
It seems to have worked.
So, Delilah is effectively a lich.
My spirit is safe now inside this thing. Luca, you must lock it away.
I thought we'd lost you.
Brianna, Luca, I will never abandon you. Wait.
And then also the two others are like, hey, we're here too. We helped.
When you are. You've come to watch me return, and someday I'll come for you.
Nope. Nothing behind here. And then basically the whole thing replays, I believe. So now I know the secret and how to make Delilah easier to kill by taking out her anchor or by pulling her spirit out of the anchor and giving it back to her. Wow, nothing valuable in here, huh? Alright, cool. Let's see. We're at about an hour and 20 minutes. So before we hop back in, this is pretty much the long and short of the quest itself. I had a lot more trouble with this the first time that I actually played it. But yeah, that's kind of like the central event that you're supposed to witness. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop everyone over to BRB and take a quick 10-minute bio break, and everyone can get up, stretch, hydrate, take your meds, get something to eat, generally engage in some even time self-care, and we will be back in a few minutes. So we will see you then. Okay. All my stuff. Transitioning back. Whoop. All right. And welcome back, everyone. I'm gonna guess that probably isn't exactly 10 minutes, but because I'm a genius, I didn't actually take note of the time that I decided to go on break, so we're going on general estimates at the moment. But in any case, I hope that everyone had an opportunity to generally take care of whatever biological functions needed taken care of. Get yourself something to eat, something to drink, getting your meds in you, and of course taking a good stretch and posture check, as is always good, so that you can watch the stream in the appropriate amount of comfort and enjoy it. Okay, so we're back. We have taken care of the primary objective here, and we are now in a rich man's house with an abundance of things elsewhere to potentially loot. I don't know how much is left in the past that has gone unlooted as of yet. That's a maid. You can't see me. I'm not here. Let's see here. And is that the room that I was just in? Oh yeah, this is just where I was. Okay, cool. Cool. And I'm maxed out on pistol bullets. That's fine. Problem being, when I go back to the present, there are actually people there now. There are people on the top floor? Well, we're gonna find out. Y'all just chilling? Y'all good? And also, what the hell am I hearing? Monkeys? What does the bottom floor look like there right now? I guess I can find out. There's the alarm. I should actually figure out where the wiring for that goes. In case I need to take care of it in a future playthrough. Because there's a dude down that hallway. There's the elevator. And this is the main courtyard. Is that lootable? Nope. Okay. Just interactable. Oh, it's under the stairs. Okay. Yeah, there's the security panel. Oh, I didn't know there was a crawl space under here. That's kind of cool.
I wonder how much time I have before Mr. Stilton returns home. I want to beat up the bugs, but the dust makes him cough.
This is interesting. Oh, but there's ammo? There are crossbow bolts and $4. Good to know. Interesting place to keep those. But I straight up did not even know that there was another crawl space under here.
This is a dump anyway.
Okay. Stilton's house is as it should be. He'll never know.
More rewired to... Oh, okay. See, I keep discovering all of these little details about the game that I literally did not know were there before. Like, the rewire tool is there, and that's spatially relevant because the alarm is right here. So I could absolutely just rewire it. Use it. Oh, that's so cool. That's really interesting that they've taken the time to like place those resources appropriately. Okay, and this is all for the showcase of the house, presumably. Because I can go through here. I don't need the health elixir. See, it's always interesting. It's like, I could leave the level right now, and I would be completely fine. But it's so cool, like, now that effectively the threat is largely gone, it's also really fun to just kind of look around and be like, okay, so if I didn't take that particular path, what other things would there be in the game available to me? And kind of be like, okay, so I didn't choose that, but if I would have chosen that, here's where all of the resources are placed that would let me do this particular thing. And I don't know, it's kind of cool being able to look through and appreciate all of the different kind of avenues that the developers left out for you in order to address different problems in different ways. Because, you know, it's like on any given playthrough, it's like some kind of tiny number of players actually complete games overall, like, period. But, like, on top of that, even if you do complete the game, like, you see only a fraction of the content because, you know, there's all of these. Can I unlock this? No, okay, didn't want to unlock that. Never mind. I'm just gonna go back here. Oh, is that the dining room? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Is there... Oh, wait, no. That's kind of like the baths, like the bathing area. That's kind of cool. Okay, so there's a dude there. And... oh, there's one literally right there. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here. Don't worry about me. If I transition, is there someone right there? Doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. How about... that's the backyard. Okay, so that's another avenue to the backyard. Just, yeah, details. There's so much of the craftsmanship of the game itself that I feel like, just by virtue of what playing a video game is like, you don't make all of the choices on a single playthrough. You... okay, so the pool area is closed. There's someone around. You're probably down the opposite hallway, aren't you? No? Okay. I already attempted to loot that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's see. Oh, love it. Love to see a bot in here so that we can block them. Ba. There we go. There you go. That's better. We haven't gotten one of those in here in a little while. So, you know, always good to know that we're still relevant. Alright. Right back in. Okay. This is also one of those times that I would actually really like to have my powers. Oh, hello there, miss. I will leave you to your work. Because there's guards right over here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Because, like, okay, so this whole area isn't built yet, but the interesting transition point of this is that this provides me cover if there were enemies in here in the present day. But I can still transition here and have it be a safe spot to start exploring from.
Air feels heavy. Hard to get a good lungful.
And bathing salts. But you can't see me. I'm gonna try something. Because technically I don't need to go back to the past at this point. Because I could do this. And now let's just preview the present. Are you gonna take a look? Is it only just you? Oh, you went out of there quick. Alright, interesting. I thought I was going to have a spare second. Because I'm thinking that I can lure him into that corner, choke him out, and then I have a nice convenient place to put his body there so that no one would actually see it. But yeah, that was very, very quick. Interesting. Like, there's... Because you can appreciate so much of the level design on a number of different dimensions. You can appreciate it just from how it looks, and you can also appreciate it, you know, in terms of its functionality within gameplay to a player. Because, you know, like I was saying, that represents like a very nice little bath area, and looking at the contrast between the present and the past, but then also looking at everything through the lens of, okay, this is a stealth action game where if I create a body, I need to know where I'm going to put that body. So any of these little alcoves, the chest-high walls, any of these sorts of things are all relevant, and all of them serve a purpose. Or at least if your design is, like, if your man hours or person hours, worker hours, however you want to refer to it, are going towards useful things and are being used in an efficient way, then presumably everything should have a purpose to each of those different levels of organization, effectively. So yeah, it's always kind of fun to like stroll through and just kind of regard, you know, the piece as it were as a whole, and just kind of look and be like, oh, that's kind of cool that they did that.
Site.
Well, okay. Cool story. Good talk. Apparently it wasn't that important. Were you working another excavation site? Fuck off, Barry. Let's see. Easier time exploring. Sometimes trade off the ability to have cover for easier time exploring. I mean, it's a very contextual question. Because, like... Oh, hello, you're in the past. Oh, you're a rich asshole, and you're probably wondering, where are all of the guards that were supposed to protect me? And the answer is that they are dead. Most of them. Save for the ones that didn't get in my way. Alright, so this is the office in the present. Oh, $2. Is there anything in the safe? Hey, there's more stuff in the safe. I get to loot this twice. That's kind of dope. Alright. He's got a spring razor in there. That is dangerous. And then there's an area that straight up doesn't exist in the past that I think is his office, if I recall correctly. No, it's the dining room. Hey, look, the harp's still here. That's kind of cool. Because if you remember in the past, Aramis Stilton does not actually play the harp. He got it as almost like a performance piece of a different kind, if you will. Basically, because he thought that, you know, as a rich person, you are supposed to enjoy music and, like, you know, own a harp and play the harp and all that sort of stuff. And just a lot of this stuff is kind of an homage, I guess. I don't know if homage would be the correct word for his kind of insecurity in terms of how people regard him now that he has wealth. Which, you know, we can also kind of look at that in the lens of his characterization and how we're supposed to look at him in a sympathetic manner of, like, oh, the Duke tricked him into doing something, like, you know, basically allowing him to undergo this whole ritual and everything on the basis of kind of his, like, ooh, well, you want them to like you, don't you? Sort of insecurity and all that sort of stuff. So it's like... And it'll be especially interesting because we do actually get to talk to Aramis Stilton in the present. And that'll be coming up pretty soon. Let's see. So you're there, and if I drop down, you're going to see me and get all freaked out because I'm not supposed to be here. I'm wondering if the safe is still down there. So you're facing the opposite direction. How soft is my landing? My landing is pretty soft, actually. Because I also busted up this safe in the past. By dropping his statue onto the floor. Do I get to loot this safe twice? That would be pretty sick. Hey, look at that, I do. Except I don't need more stun mines. I'll take some whale oil, though. Why not? Okay. You're good. I'm just gonna leave. And I think we're good. I think we are good. Because we had the workers out here. And then, yeah, we just kind of have everyone out here. And now we get to see the Dust District as it exists in the present again. Let's see. The Duke done duped him. It's true. It's true. But yeah, there's kind of a dimension to this that references something that I talked about during the imperialism talk. Namely, that, like, when you do something that, you know, negatively affects so many people, and especially when you use power and systemic power that you use to do something, you kind of need to, in my opinion, or at least in real life, redemption is not just, I feel bad about it and I don't do it anymore, but there is an active element to healing. And we'll keep that in mind when we move forward and we'll talk to Aramis in the present. Anyways, going through this door, nothing bad will happen. I'm sure that nothing bad will happen. And this is a normal hallway. Oh, well, would you look at that? Now it's vertical. CWTW for description of human sacrifice. Yeah, that's a really weird specific one, but description of human sacrifice. So, as a heads up for that. It's not graphic or any more graphic than any of the gameplay you've been seeing so far, but just so people aren't caught off guard by that.
Look around you. A crumbling island at the very edges of the void. But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
I do kind of want his outfit. I'm not gonna lie.
Feels older.
knife touched my throat, and I knew I waited too long.
Alright, dude, it's hard to hold a conversation with you when you won't stay still.
Oh God. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted through the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place, the island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it.
There's your explanation as to why he wants to help you.
You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her.
The lighting in this room is also really cool. Just the underlighting of all of these.
Might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
Like, just, there's a very waxy sort of quality to all of the models here. Also, like, the detailing is pretty wild on each of them. I mean, you have Grim Alex, or the Crown Killer. You have Kieran Jindosh, this smug fuck, Brianna Ashworth, and just like there's almost a very wax painting style thing that they've done with the texturing and the quality of the color and everything. It's also very kind of warm. So yeah, that was also something that I remember about this. And then all of those things kind of mirroring the statue that has Delilah's spirit in it. So.
The world contains more mysteries than I imagined.
She just horcruxed herself. Yeah, basically. I mean, it is a common trope, like, you know, the classical lich using an anchor to put their soul in something. And as long as that soul is separate, if she gets killed, well, okay, there are different incarnations of it. The classical D&D lich basically is like, you will regenerate at that source within a certain amount of time. With her, she just won't die. You can just stab her and stab her and stab her, and she's like, what's up? Like, and here is the Dust District. But a new, better future. And this is the family committee, which is kind of, they didn't use the word union, but it is basically a union. And you'll notice both of the areas where the Howlers and the Overseers are is blocked off. Like, I can't even... Oh, can I get through here? Nope, now it's locked. But yeah, now that Aramis Stilton is better, or at least didn't witness that ritual, a lot of things have changed. So we'll go through there, but first we're going to visit Lucia Pastor.
More air means Lucia Pastor, right? You deserve thanks for helping the people here.
Considering who you are, I don't know whether to feel honored that you recognize me or to yell at you for propping up the Duke while he's shitting all over Sir Onos.
And who do you think I am?
I'm not stupid. Whether the newspapers and the posters in the street are right or wrong, I know who you are. And I hope you're here to end Luca Abella's tyranny. Either way, we haven't been sitting around waiting for you to clean up your mess.
Sounds like you have a plan.
No, nothing that solid. Not yet. But I believe the Duke will fall, eventually. All I can say is that when you reach the Grand Palace, just be aware that not everyone there is your enemy. Trust your judgment.
All right. I'll remember that.
Anyway, good luck. There's still a chance to make something new here in Karnaca. Something that serves everyone, not just some rapacious bastard with a title.
Lucia Pastor is like the one NPC in this game who I'm just kind of like, I like that everyone here, like even, you know, the good guys versus the bad guys are not marked by who is happy to see you versus who is not. And then also even the ones who are on your side are like, you fucked up. This is because of you, and I don't mean just the fact that you stabbed more guards and now there's more blood flies, but the fact that, like, you know, there's a whole ass despot here, and you're the reason why he got away with it so long that he was able to build up power. So you need to fix your shit. So I like Lucia Pastor. She's probably one of my favorite NPCs in this game. She's just very no-nonsense, and I respect it. Anyways, I'm gonna rob her now. Let's see here. See, oh, Addermeyer solution. Need that. I'm maxed out on those now, though, so that's kind of nice. Ooh. We got a rune or bone charm. We'll take that, even though I have every bone charm, because we're on missions plus mode. And that's more chances for me to get my sleep darts back, which is always nice. And then I believe that there is also... I think there's a bone charm out here too. There's nothing in this chest. Nope. Okay. And
So many has been this place, and it is so grand. Oh, so grand. It could have been paradise for all.
oh, wait, there's the rune. And more sleep darts. I need those.
I've heard that Stilton agreed to a meeting with the woman heading up the family committee. What's her name again?
Lucia Pastor. She's supposed to talk to Stilton soon about new safety rules for the mines. Fewer hours for the children working down there, too.
Also, there's still child labor. That feels like something that they kind of snuck under the wire, and I'm like, I'm sorry, did you just say children?
They say his body's still under the mountain, buried in silver.
I think Lucia Pastor just has a good heart and a strong will.
Well, if Stilton listens to what she has to say, instead of following every idiotic request coming from the Grand Palace, I won't complain.
Stilton's not a bad man. I bet things would be a lot worse without him running the mines.
I feel like in a highly political context, the people who are vocally and honestly angry at you are probably better allies. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is it's a lot less bullshit. She's just kind of like, listen, like, I'm grateful that I hope that you're here to help, but I've already started making plans because quite, like, figuratively and literally, we cannot afford to wait for you to grow a conscience and do this. Which is very kind of the spirit of community organizing, which is also funny because of what we discussed before and the whole sort of like, the game is very much about approving of wealthy people, like, using their power to start revolutions and, like, you know, encourage people to empower themselves. But most of the other times that, like, you are invoking chaos and, like, disrupting the order of things, mostly by, like, killing leaders and things like that, it is typically frowned upon in the game by its core mechanic.
Changed here for the better.
So we're gonna go down to Sokolov. Wait, there's another one here?
Why do so many have so little? It was never meant to be this way.
Yes, you're sad and dead in a heart. I get it. Also, it was totally meant to be that way. I really don't... Yeah. You're also an empress. Like, for real, you did all of this. Like, that's kind of another element here, is that, like, Empress Jessamine Caldwin 100% enabled this, and it's like, it wasn't supposed to be this way. And it's like, motherfucker, what were you doing? Were you not looking at... Okay, cool. That's fine. And also, if you notice, Megan has her arm and her eye again. That is one of the things that can potentially not happen if you don't repair the past, essentially. Which also sets up the Death of the Outsider DLC that is also related to this that I have not played yet.
Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Boom, let's go.
Yes, I paid a visit to Vice Overseer Byrne. At least I think I did. And I've been to Stilton's house. We can go.
Let's see. Yeah, crack in the slab. Hostiles killed, total killed. Bodies detected 14. I guess they all saw each other's bodies the moment before the grenade tore them limb from limb. Yeah, bone charms. I didn't get all the money. That's fine. Leaky basement. Found the rune in the flooded basement. Okay, cool. Let's see here. So yeah, it's, at least to me, it's very interesting to see how, like, you get the criticism of, like, what different media kind of seem to indicate their values are, and then you'll have media that explicitly state what their values are, but then you have that second order criticism of going, like, okay, but you've said that your values are this. However, on the basis of evidence A through whatever, it seems to be more indicative of the idea that you, like, think this, that, and the other thing, and this thing that you're saying is actually a strange aberration among the trends of your other design decisions. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see the trend in patterns there.
Has a lookalike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant.
You're probably wondering how I ended up here. Exactly. We actually did that with one of the overseers in the previous episode.
Control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall, full of toadies sucking up to me, stabbing each other in the back.
Poor Empress. I could see those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept. In the flooded district.
I know you grew up hard, Megan. I used to wander Dunwall with my face hidden.
But when I got tired of it, I could always go back to the tower. Karnaka's given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke,
the game forgot that she had a right arm for a second.
Finished.
That's funny.
I'll pick you up in the skiff.
Yeah, Emily's yeah, something neoliberalism. I know I don't want to harp on it too much because I know y'all probably already know what I'm gonna say regarding it. It's just kind of like the weird sort of like I feel like this gets like 65-70% there, but not entirely. Okay, so what do I have? I have more incendiary bolts. I could probably use more of those. But I got my powers back. We good to go, baby. Okay, so we have that. We have
Stuff comes in. It's got to get where it's going. That's why they call it the black market. Can't just sit here. Too much chance a Grand Guard catches on to us, or maybe rightful owners coming to pick it up.
What's the delay getting it to the shop? Betty afraid we'll get caught?
The guy that runs the shop is nervous. But if they just let us move it straight off the boat. Now, I got a friend over at the shop. Been running protection for black market shops for years here in Karnaka and over at Colorado. So there's basically no risk.
Okay.
That's a secret. These guys deal with me and nobody else. Job security.
Cool. Alright. What was the mission clue I just got? Let's see. Their captain went ahead to arrange for delivery. Okay, cool. Okay. So. Hello. Alright, and we got the Grand Guard over here. We have a locked door here. Where can I zip up to? That's going to be really loud if I open that. This is cover. Come on. And these are electrified, so I probably don't want to leap on those. So basically what the Grand Guard have done here is they have fully evicted anyone from buildings that are adjacent to the palace, in the worry that people like me will try to use them as a route to get over there. And of course, they are correct. Let's see. So we have another safe shop over here. Oh, right, the... That was, yeah, and there's also the watchtower that's over there. Alright, well, one detection. You, sir, are a liar. Let's see.
Hello? Anybody? Don't maybe search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
But I can get up there. Okay. Alright, so these are just civilians. Oh? Interesting. I'm not entirely sure where that came from. I guess that's the back alley. That's very strange. Also, there's a rune here. Another black bone charm. Am I not getting HUD information? That was a little bit weird. Because, yeah, it didn't proc me to equip the heart. It normally does that. Okay. So, body dead. Don't need that right now. And then we have a whole back alleyway down here that is filled with bloodfly nests, which is dandy. And we have the gate down there that is locked, I believe. Yeah, you're all stingy and shit. Yeah, I know. Is there another corpse down here? Yeah, and then we have more Grand Guard there, so yeah, I probably could have snuck around this way too. And Okay. So let's look at my inventory. I've got a decent number of tools, so I can probably set a few things up. We have the safe. Got... That's just a regular worker. You're just a regular worker. That's sad and morbid. Okay. So how about... Is this locked? It is. Crap. Alright. Okay. For real? Alright. This apartment seems surprisingly intact. Okay. I'll take it. That's the turlet. Turlet with... I don't really want to know what they were using feathers for, but I hope they're still worth money. Guess if you don't have toilet paper, or whatever you have will have to do. Got that. Got your stove. And... oh, really? I can't unlock it from the inside? I still need the key? Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. Let's see.
Wonder who that was.
What? Where is she? Damn it.
Right, I can do this again now.
Who's coming from here? Let's see. No, I can't. I just can't.
Maybe I should have it looked at. I don't think it's supposed to fester like that. A little pus is all right, but this...
Just the door. Just not attached to a safe. Just the door. Okay. Cool. Ah, sir, you're cowering. I can't risk that you're gonna run off. I'm sorry. It took a little while to take him out. Well, you're a tough son of a gun, my friend. You're just gonna go right there. Apartment key, excellent. I didn't get my sleep dart back though. Vice Overseer murdered. So the venerable Abbey of the Everyman confirmed that their leader here in Karnaca has been killed. Goodbye, Vice Overseer Liam Byrne. No friend of mine, but allegedly a true believer. Favored someday to be High Overseer. The Abbey boys have been clashing with Paolo and the Howlers in the Dust District, but look twice at anyone who tells you with a straight face that the Howlers are behind the Vice... But look twice at anyone who tells you with a straight face that the Howlers are behind the Vice Overseer's murder. Something else is going on, friends. In any case, Byrne's death has left the Abbey outpost in Batista in turmoil. Can you have turmoil if there's no one alive there to be in turmoil? Because it's just mostly an open real estate listing. With the mighty overseers forced to abandon it, retreating from the area. Their absence has made it possible for the Howlers to exert more control over the Dust District. Paolo has already started a whisper campaign promoting some of his people across the city, taking control of Karnaca a block at a time, telling rivals how it's going to be, and it appears that there is at least some part of our community that welcomes these developments. And it's funny because, you know, in terms of narrative design, very few things are put in there by coincidence. So if someone decided to emphasize the part that, like, there are at least a significant portion of people in the city who are okay with Paolo and his Howlers being in control, or at least more okay with it than the alternative, which is the Overseers being in control, then that's significant. Like, that is a decision. That is not a coincidence. So, yeah, that's kind of something to keep in mind in terms of what the authorial intent is behind how different factions are portrayed. Mr. Marletto, yeah, this is about them seizing his apartment to prevent miscreants from bypassing the Wall of Light checkpoint. Well, that would be terrible if that happened. Good thing there are no miscreants around here. Just good old-fashioned deposed empresses on a revenge trip. Alright. And I can't get out through that door, so we go out through the window. Oh, we got the musicians. Interesting. And there is the shop back here.
Hey, open up. I cut the code, but it's back on the boat.
No exceptions. Either you have the code or I assume something's off. My boss's orders.
Damn, open the store.
You know I won't do this. You're wasting time.
Well, fine. I'm just gonna go pout in the corner then. I'm gonna look at you longingly through the window like a Dickensian street urchin. Surely that will convince you. Alright, so there is an apartment right over here. But if you notice, we get some tripwires, so we are gonna have to take care of that. Hey, incendiary bolt. And got another one there. We got some more howler dust. And more silver dust, more Addermire, but I'm all full on Addermire solution. That's cool. Okay. I like how these two just kind of show up every once in a while. They're just like the muses from Hercules. They're just like, cool stuff's happening. Here's some chill tunes. Because there are also... There's also another tripwire over here. And if you happen to notice... Oh, look at that. Well, that's untoward, that you've got just some random bodies over here. That's kind of weird. Okay, so where's the... Ah, here we go. Gonna take those. Those are some incendiary bolts for me to have just in case I need them. Now, how loud is this gonna be? Is the next question.
I wonder who that was.
I didn't get an alert.
Did I imagine that? No, I'm sure.
Nope, I'm not here. So I didn't get an attention alarm. That's really interesting. Okay, so how high up are you gonna go?
I wonder what I'm dealing with.
Oh, well, that's interesting decor. Okay, cool. I mean, I guess I have an open apartment over here. So you can just hang out in this corner. And when the howlers come back, they can deal with you.
No need to cover your face. I'm bad with names and faces anyway.
You are in a weird area of town, lady. For someone who is, like, clearly very wealthy.
Careful with that sword.
My father was the official milliner at the Take a look around, if you please. Our shop stands above the rest, I assure you.
Okay, we got full ammo on that. Ammo full. Need more of these.
A pleasure to do business. A deal.
Jeez, I have more money than I actually thought I did. Got more of those. Disabled carriage rails. The electricity to carriage rails, allowing passage through the wall of light and easier access to the Grand Palace. I'm good.
Yesterday was quiet, and perhaps I should close the shop until the dust settles.
Chloroform bottle, huh? You just leave that out? You just leave that out, huh?
Come right in. I'm sure you're an honest and respectful customer with coin to spin.
Sure. We'll go with that. Now, I'm wondering who the Grand Guard was yelling at when they said, like, ah, damn howler. Like, because I didn't see anyone. And we got a shrine here. Please, sir, may I have some amore?
Back among your own people, the palace born and those who curry their favor. Are you feeling more comfortable, Majesty? Are these the people you want running a quarter of your empire? No.
I swear to God, the outsider sometimes is like the guy who fucking shows up in the comments is like, yet you live in society. Curious.
To ignore the way the people outside the palace get through the day. In any case, I know what you're after. The heart you carry can only hold one spirit at a time. So, if you want to walk out with a piece of Delilah, you better be ready to leave something behind.
So this is the time where we have to contemplate saying goodbye to Jessamine for the last time, effectively. Okay, so I have most of these. And then movement is not slowed, invisible thread. Cool, yeah, I'm good. And then Old Charm Carver's writings. 10th of rain. I found a sailor dead in the street. Good start. Dragged her to an alley to check for loot. Dunno what killed her, but it wasn't thieves since her pockets was full of coins and other things. The best was 2 nice pieces of whalebone. I made sure I soaked them good in her blood, just like my mother showed me. Moving on. When she had the black bone charm before me. 12th of rain, I took out the black charm and strung it around my neck, hanging between my paps. My paps. Started carving on one of them, whalebones from the sailor, and it's eager for work, too eager. So I speak to it, calm it. You gots to be patient, I say. 13th of rain. Once that whalebone was still, I carved a curse around one side, then a sweet tempter on the other. Took me a good long time, too. It's my mother's black bone charm that makes it all work. Got warm to the touch and started to sing while I was working. This new bit of whalebone is sure special. Strong. Fetch a good price from a street boss or a smuggler. 15th of rain. My little charm is done. It'll make a gambler drunk with luck. Walk away a winner every time. Though each night spent at the tables, the price is paid. Eyes going milky bit by bit, till they're all boiled up like eggs. And you're proud of that one, huh? That's good work. Okay, cool. I mean, I suppose it's one of those, like, well, needful things, like, oh, look, there's a curse here. You gotta take that shit to Curse Purge Plus. Excerpt from the diary of a known heretic seized before his execution. For most, the outsider is nothing but a child's tale meant to instill fear of that beyond the family, the community. When I was young, my mother and I were on the run, moving from one village or sea town to the next, camping in the woods for weeks, always with the cursed overseers at our backs. At night she told me of her dreams, of the empty place where the outsider whispered to her. With each visit, her craft grew, until she could see through the eyes of moths, and unlock a door or window latch from outside a house. I will find this empty place. Somehow the key to open the void will fall into my hands. In time, I will learn the secret, and he will call to me as he called to her. Call me a heretic for my studies. Drag me to your cold stone cell. Whip my flesh and put me on trial as an apostate. Burn my body to ash. But I will continue to seek the realm of which my mother spoke. It is my life's meaning. So, as a thing, and I'm only gonna kind of brush on this for a moment because I am not nearly knowledgeable enough in particular kind of Haitian voodoo. I only have kind of a passing understanding of it, as well as the West African religions that it spawns from. But I think that it is interesting. Actually, here, let me go in the pause menu for this for a moment, because I hadn't thought of this until, those kind of weird ideas that aren't fully formed ideas, but they're 65% of the way there. I've had this idea for a while of where they're drawing this sort of folk magic from, and I feel like that last bit of diary kind of put it together for me. And I have a lot of feelings about that, because what Dishonored is doing right now is kind of talking about how, the outsider's bad and all this sort of stuff. But, while clearly it's not a thing where, the outsider is not a genie, the magic is not easy to deal with, it comes with a price, all of that sort of stuff. The outsider is also, well, a voice for outsiders, the dispossessed, the poor, and all of that sort of thing. And that seems, generally, on the surface, that seems fine. Now, when you start talking about things that have been... I feel like the term appropriated is worth using here. From cultures such as Haitian voodoo, and various different West African, like the Orishas from West African religions and things like that, and just kind of folk practices, it starts to kind of talk about how all of these Dunwall and a lot of Karnaca are fairly white, and most of the dimension that we're talking about when we say the poor and the dispossessed and everything is solely economic in nature. And it's really hard, especially Haitian voodoo, because you have, even proceeding to modern day in New Orleans, the combination of, say, Catholicism and more classical, like West African mythos, and kind of the combination of those things that result in like New Orleans voodoo and the practices regarding that. And you can't extricate that from the history of colonialism and slavery. You just can't. And it's a matter of kind of adaptation of, like, you know, trying to hold on to aspects of your culture's heritage and beliefs, but then also being colonized by people who will enact serious violence upon you if you do not follow their very restrictive, like, say in this case Catholicism type religion. So when you take that, it's fascinating, it's very, very interesting, but you remove it from that context and you place it into another context bereft of the things that resulted in that, and even taking like a small sliver of the context in which the original mythos exists, it's like, yeah, but that's not the whole story. And so of course right now the whole thing of like, oh, the outsider's helping you, but he's also creepy, but he also helps poor people, but it's also like, oh, look, I'm gonna make a gambler go blind but rich, is like, well, okay, but there's a whole set of sort of relationships with beings, or the saints, or all of these, or orishas, or any of these different things that stems from a large subset and history of these cultural norms. So again, transplanting them from one to the other without kind of acknowledgement of these things is like, maybe you shouldn't, you know? And it's kind of, there was a whole thread that I wrote this past week about, you know, there was someone who wrote a thread of just kind of like, well, it's about appreciation, not appropriation. And it's like, the individual who wrote it was white. And it's like, you're right, but you also are missing this aspect of lived in, like, being a part of that and having ownership of that, and whether you do and whether it's okay for you to use that. And like, I am not I'm West Indian, but my mother is from Trinidad, for those who don't know. So there's a whole confluence of colonialism and imperialism and slavery around the Caribbean, but it is a whole thing for a lot of these different video games, as good as they are. And I've said how much I admire Dishonored 2 a number of times, but for them to kind of take that and go like, oh, this is kind of cool. Well, but what if the poor people use that, but not really think of the impact, or, you know, the classic, Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park thing of, you were so excited by whether you could that whether or not you didn't think of whether or not you should. And yeah, that whole diary entry and the relation of those things to real world analogs kind of got me thinking about that for a hot second there. So yeah, well, moving on, keeping that in mind, especially for those in the audience who also engage in, you know, various different creative pursuits. Okay, so you're facing the opposite direction. I'm just gonna take that combination for the alligate, 428. Gonna do I need more? Nope, I'm good. Gonna take that. Gonna eat some figs, don't mind me. Okay, so where's the code for the... Oh, it's on the other side. Okay, cool. So I need to go all the way around. Excellent. Okay. Alrighty then. I'll get that when I'm coming back here then. Parkour! Let's see. I'm taking some hadfish broth to my cousin who's been coughing badly for 2 days. If you need to spend the night here, you already have your own key. And I know you're always welcome. Please be a dear and don't put your muddy boots on the bed. I'll be back tomorrow morning with some pastries. Who the hell is is Allison? I do not know who Allison is. Well. Okay, and this is just the safe store again. Okay, cool. Da, 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 da. Oh, and that's a different window. So, here we go. Alright, that's not what I planned, but that works. That's not... okay. Apparently I grabbed an object by mistake. Is this Allison? Are you... Miss? Are you Allison? Oh, I must have grabbed her corpse by mistake when I... okay. More raw whalebone. Let's see here. Let's just fix my face. Okay. What the fuck? Alright, you, ma'am, are an asshole. Jeez. Alright, well, cool. I was gonna try and sneak past here and not kill them. That super sucks. Okay. Waste not. Alright. Boat's mine now, I guess.
Let's see what this says.
More of these, more of these. I'm literally full up on all of these. Alright. Well, okay, so got the black market code. Everyone is dead, none of whom are by my hand. I mean, sorry to these men. That really sucks. Alright, cool. I don't know if there's a way for me to actually get back here soon enough to actually save them. Oh, did they kill the dude back here too? That kind of sucks. That's kind of shitty. Did he, like, run and hide? I hope he at least ran and hid. Yeah, that blows. Alright, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, cool. Awesome. Love it. Love to see it. What? Oh, wait, yeah, because the blood flies killed you. Yeah, right, okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just run across the road. And what's the code to the gate? Let's see. And then Delivery code 428. Okay. Okay, well, I don't need you blabbing, so... If you could just kindly... There you go. There's no one coming down there. Cool.
Sir Conan wine is better than Tyrion.
Let's catch up on chat. Who doesn't think from mother? I mean, who else is going to teach you how to make charms from bones? It's true. It's like, what? You be silly? I'm not gonna. You're not just gonna make that up. You got to learn it from somewhere. Okay. Well, I think I've got everything that I can get from this guy. Everything is loaded except for explosive bullets. I could get more. Can I get more stun mines? Do you have more stun mines? Let me here. Ow! I ran into a fence spike that was facing upwards for some reason. Hello, let me buy stuff for you before I rob you.
Clearing the stock and leaving the city.
I don't have... I thought I could have more stun mines. I can have 5 spring razors, but not... Alright, cool. I thought I could have more stun mines. Pistol, gear and outfit, folding blade, grenade. No, okay, they can just go off more often. Okay, fair enough.
Soon, if I'm still around.
I mean, I'm gonna see you in about 2 seconds, my guy. Don't you worry about it. Long time no see. So you're just gonna... I don't think there's anything valuable on this shelf, so you can... Sorry about your spine, I guess. Coin of 2. Lots of cider. Guy might be a little bit of a lush, possibly. Wait, seriously, is that everything that was in here? That sucks. Okay. Dude, your shop sucks. This is nothing compared to the stuff that was in the museum district. I feel robbed. You feel robbed. I feel robbed. Okay. Sure, you know what? Cool. I am disappointed and I am never... You just lost yourself a customer, sir. Some people. Alright. So, anyways, don't go into the shop. They're closed for the night. Don't ask why. Okay. No, that didn't work. Okay. Okay. So I need to get above the spotlight. So there's the roof. There we go. Yeah, for real. I mean, who? Okay.
I should have signed on as an engineer in the wind corps.
Is there anyone else down here, or is it just the two of you? Oh, I haven't used my special eyes all quest. Okay, so we got some bloodfly nests downstairs, it looks like, too. Alright. For real, dude? Let's see here. Can I pull some doppelganger shenanigans?
Building half infested with blood flies.
What if I... And we'll do that, and then we're also gonna queue this up.
What?
Come on.
Bad move.
No, you fool! You've given her the high ground! Oh, now he's got the high ground. Long live the king, I guess. You know, good job. Yeah. That's a thing. Well, okay, that's just not gonna bug you, huh?
He says, keep alert. And I says,
It's just like, looks like rain. It's heavy precipitation. It is quite literally raining men. Okay, cool. Welp, let's see, so that's for the wall of light, but I'm gonna be trying to get around it anyways. I am gonna turn off this freaking spotlight, though, because it's screwed me over a couple times now. Ow, okay, cool. Well, I don't... Oh, you're bored, okay. Well, that's just insulting. That's some weird momentum shit. Well, hopefully it doesn't throw me back too far. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. Let's see here. How about... Do I have something that I can throw to make a distraction? Yeah, we'll do that. How about... We'll try that.
That sounded like
I'll have a look over there. What's going on here?
better safe than sorry.
I hate this. By the outsider, Terry.
Long live the king. I was hoping both of them would go look, but no such luck. Luckily, I can always get more mana. Right. Spotlight. Just because I died doing it doesn't mean it doesn't still need to be done. Doesn't mean it doesn't. Yeah, that's the correct number of negatives. Okay. I could, however, make my life significantly easier. Wait, that's... No, please, sir? Thank you. Oh, whoopsie toodle. Oh, it's a good thing that no one got hit with this when it fell off. Who knows what could... Whoops!
Did you hear that?
Did you just go to sleep, my dude? Is that what happened? A lot of stuff just seems to randomly fall off of roofs in this town. People need to address... These are not OSHA-approved rooftops. It's true. There need to be more guardrails. Specifically, rails to stop guards from falling to their deaths. Or, you know, don't. That could also work. We're going to... Here you go. Present. There we go. Cool. Just take those. Another Addermeyer solution. Alright, how many more nests are there in here? Good lord. Anything else over here? Oh. Does this cash register have anything in it? You know, I don't know what I expected. Oh, we got a rune. And we have some more Addermeyer solution. Given how much I like to manipulate time, I am always eager to have more Addermeyer solution. Oh, and this is Dowd's apartment, I think, if I remember correctly. Silver ingot, pistol... a letter from an admirer of Dowd. Yeah, so this is Dowd's apartment. Which, for those of you who don't know, the assassin Dowd is the one who killed Jessamine Caldwin in the first Dishonored. Dear Alfred, I received the book, a good find, but I must admit I have my doubts regarding the historical value of the work. The Knife of Dunwall, feeling remorse about killing the tyrant Jessamine? As I write, I'm staring at his portrait, and I suspect that Dowd always knew destiny was guiding his hand, firm and unforgiving. Anyway, the book was an entertaining read, so thank you again. Keep sending me all the information you can about this mysterious figure we both admire. Okay, so this is not Dowd's apartment, but the guy who wrote The Knife of Dunwall. Which was also the name of the DLC in which you played Dowd. Dowd stared at the blade. The plan had gone perfectly, even better than he could have hoped. In fact, the whole thing had been too easy. But now that was over. He felt hollow, and there was nothing to take in the world that could fill him again. He knew it with a certainty that scared him. Billy called from the next room. "Hey, boss?" "Leave me." He nudged the door closed before she could say anything else. He trusted her more than any of them, but he didn't feel like talking. Cleaning the blood from the blade, he studied the marks it made on the cloth. Royal blood. But it looked the same as any he'd seen before. Weren't the high and mighty supposed to be filled with something different? Something better? Dowd was tired. No amount of blood could change the way he felt. He didn't drink as a general rule, and sex had never interested him. He felt a kind of exhaustion that couldn't be soothed away. A smile crept across his mouth. The Knife of Dunwall, exhausted, and yet something else. What was it he was feeling exactly? The urge to dance. That would be an awesome twist, honestly. Anyways, I'm gonna steal your shit now. Let's see here. Imagine a game with this physics-based gameplay, but where everything has sensible guardrails and everything you could never actually use it. I think that's called hell, Pseudobyte. I think that's just called hell. Let's see here. Out here. Go in here. This goes down to street level. Now, I seem to recall that I need to actually... the only entrance to the apartments... Okay, so that's where the shop is. And this is just the wall of light. Because I would have to rewire it in order for it to actually hurt the guards. Because whale oil can tell which faction you're in. Hey, Dishonored, everybody. No! Okay. That didn't go well. Anyways. You didn't see anything. Let's see. Well, oil be damned that... Okay, you know what? I gotta give you points for that. That was actually pretty good. Respect. Grudging respect, but respect. Okay. And now, this is Lucia Pastor's apartment. Now, the question is, if I pull you up onto these rails, will you die from electrocution? But I don't have enough reach, even with far reach, so I don't know that that's gonna happen. And then there's a rune or bone charm in the other room. Okay, so note to Lucia Pastor's mother. Mother, please don't be angry and hear me out. I know it's you who's been coming to my apartment to straighten up. I'm sure you mean well, but please stop. Anyway, I've made up my mind to move to the Dust District. That way I can be closer to those I'm helping. For other reasons too that I won't mention now, because of how it might upset you. Anyway, it's unlikely that I'll ever return to the Palace District. I'll have someone sell my apartment here, along with the furniture. I know this isn't what you wanted for me, but it's who I am. And don't waste any more of your time matchmaking. I do not wish to marry. None of this is meant to make you feel badly. Please try to understand. All my love, Lucia. There's Get the Clankers Off Karnaca Streets, which we saw in the Clockwork Mansion level. That's the exit from the apartment. There's the Bone Charm. Hey, more mana. I don't hate that. Lots and lots of candles. But I mean, I guess, who doesn't love, like, a candlelit path? Way too much maintenance for me, but... Oh, Pearl Fan. Can I see anything with my special eyes? Some very brightly lit bread? But I think that's about it. Ah, this is the one. Okay, cool. And how many guards are there in here, actually? 1, 2, and some random dude. Okay.
Some kind of trouble in this part of town? Honestly, why can't they keep all the riffraff in a separate place?
Well, I was gonna leave you alive.
Possible to get good help these days. Sometimes I think I'll just do it myself. But then again, I have such a twingy bag.
Well, bud, this is,
That weren't no blue-jawed hagfish. River crust is more likely.
how about, what do we want to do with these folks here? Yeah, Domino is too good for y'all. Let me just see, do you have a gun? Oh, also, I'm gonna set some spring razors so that we're not disturbed. Or at least, if we're disturbed, we won't be for long. Or I guess stun mines would probably be better for that, because they go off more often. Okay. So, let me just get the geometry of this whole thing. Let's see. So, I have that. I could jump out from there. We could do mesmerize, do possession. Cause yeah, I don't think any of you actually have guns. Cause normally I do the old possess, swap places, and have you shoot your friend thing. But I don't think that we could actually do that. Alright, you are... If there's going to be a person who gets the grenade here, it's going to be you. Yeah, we're going to do... Okay, so you're going to be right there. And then we're going to... I like this over your mouth. Wait, what? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom! What the fuck? Alright, you know what? This is some bullshit. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you're aware now. That's fine. Let me just... How about... I'm just gonna... How about I just leave some friends for all of you? That sound good? Yeah. Yeah, what's up? You know what's weird? Is if you don't maintain apartments, then vermin can get in. Yeah, that's real wild, I know, right? That sucks. Anyways, y'all. Good job, gentlemen. Alright. Let's see here. Jellied eels. And then I think that's everything. Oh, Addermeyer solution. Bathing salts. I will take both of those, thank you. Chloroform. A lot of people, an unsettling number of people in this city just kind of have chloroform just as a thing. And I don't know how I feel about that. I feel unsettled by that, is kind of the answer to that question. Alright. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to hop over to the apartment next door. And we will... see, is there an open window up there? No, both of them are closed. Okay. Because there's a shortcut nearby. And I will hop into the apartment next door. And we will make our way into the palace. And that is how we will end our stream tonight. I mean, you never know when you might need to knock someone out for an in-home surgery or something. Yeah, but it's like a bottle. Like, you just straight up would, like, knock someone out just as much with, like, the glass of the bottle and just be like, alright, chloroform time. Psh, like, it's like, for real? For real, though? Like, a big, what? Yeah, that's a lot of chloroform. That is... dangerous for your health. Alright, let me see if I can time this. There we go. Ba 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 ba. gentleman. And this is the apartment seizure. Yep. Is there actually anyone in here? Nope. Okay. It's a nice little apartment too. This is probably one of my favorite kind of little, if I have a favorite apartment in Dishonored 2, it's just like, I could see myself living here. I could see like this nice little kind of, the layout of this, I kind of dig. Oh, bathing salts. Thank you. Table clock. Oh, and there's a... Okay, like for real? Bone charm. And that's the restore mana with drop assassinations one. And do I have the combo for this safe? I don't recall whether I do, but then also there isn't a black market in the next portion of the level, so that's not a huge deal. Okay, so going through this door will send us into the actual Grand Palace area. So I think that what we'll do is we'll call it there for this evening, and then next time when we come up, we will actually navigate the Duke's Palace and decide what we're gonna do with him. Spoilers, I'm going to kill him. The question is, what kind of weird Rube Goldberg way are we going to do that? Well, you'll need to tune in on Wednesday this week, because I'm going to try and start the Wednesday stream type deal up again. The stream type deal, not just Wednesday streams, Vince. Stream type, okay, cool. But anyways, for those of you who decided to stop by, for the folks who raided tonight, thank you very much for joining us, and I hope that you enjoyed yourself. And yeah, we'll be doing things a little bit more frequently, at least for this month, because I've got a little bit of extra time on my hands, because Ontario lockdown, hey! But we're going to try and make the most of it. In the interim, I believe what we are going to do is we are going to go raid our good friend Cinziak, who I believe is streaming tonight. Hey, look at that! He is indeed. Whether it's Monster Prom, Monster Camp, or something else, no, it's RPG month this month. So, we'll go hang out, play some JRPGs, and have a good time, and we'll see y'all on Wednesday. Have a good night.